All right, so for this question, we have two rectangles, like one stacked into the other. And the question wants us to find the area of just this white region inside the big rectangle, but not, we want to like subtract off. We want to ignore this little shaded region right here. All right. So the way you do this is you find the area of the big rectangle, and then you just subtract off minus the area of the small one. Okay? And that will represent the area that you're looking for. All right. So to find the area of the big rectangle, I'm just going to do length times width again. So that'll just be 2x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 9. And then I need to subtract off the small rectangle. And the length is x, the width is x minus 3. So x and x minus 3, just like that. All right, this is going to represent the area of the space in between the two rectangles. Okay. Of course, we got to do the double distributive property here. So 2x and x will make 2x squared. 2x and a 9 will make an 18x. 5 and an x. And then 5 and a 9. Cool. And then we need to subtract off this other piece. So keep in mind it's a negative x that we're distributing here. Negative x times x will be negative x squared. And then it's a negative x and a negative 3. So that will be a positive 3x. Okay. Combine your like terms. Those two guys will just make a 1x squared. And then here I'm going to have three of these linear terms, 3x terms. 18 plus 5 is 23, and then 23 plus 3 will be 26. Okay, and then you just have that plus 45 afterwards. And that will do it. All right, this represents the area between the two regions, all right? The area between the two rectangles. All right, so of course, like if we were told what x was, it would be easy to figure out what the area between the two regions is. You know, if we were told x is equal to 5, okay? If I was told that x is equal to 5, I could just plug in 5 for x. All right, 5 squared plus 26 times 5 plus 45. And that would tell me that the area is equal to 200, right? I'm given x, and I found the area between the two regions. But a harder question would be, all right, if the area is equal to, say, 2,000, what is x? All right, so we got to figure out what value of x to plug in so that we get 2,000 as an answer. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start checking in some like random values for x here. I'm going to just start with, say, 20. Okay, 20 squared plus 26 times 20 plus 45. And I got 965, which is about half of what I wanted. So maybe I need to pick a bigger value for x. Maybe I'll choose 40. All right, and I went overboard here. I got 2,685 instead of 2,000. So, you know, you just kind of play this game until you get pretty close. So maybe I'll try 30. All right, 1725. Maybe I'll do 35 this time. I got to go bigger now. 2180. So my answer is definitely between 30 and 35, it looks like. And you could keep going back and forth until you get closer and closer and closer. You know, the actual way to solve this type of question would be to take your area and to set it equal to 2000, like that. And if you could figure out how to solve for x here, that would be the way that you could figure out what x is. But we don't have the skills for that yet. So we are literally just guessing and checking. All right. It does work. It just takes forever. And it's not going to give you the exact answer, but it's close enough. All right. Hopefully that will get you set for your homework assignment. Awesome.